Is there any specific way you fight the hype and urge not to buy all the sneakers that drop every weekend?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a lot better at that in my old wise age. There was a time where like every shoe that I visually liked, I would try to cop. And what I learned quickly was that just because I like a shoe from a design standpoint doesn't mean it's for me, you know. And there was a while where I was copping a lot of shoes that I would just like from a design standpoint and never rock. Or I'd rock one time and I'd be like, oh, I can't, what am I thinking? I can't really rock these, you know. But now I have a much more sort of discerning taste, and I'm like, I even have like a little Twitter hashtag going that's like, I love these shoes, but they're too old for me to rock. Like it's a long ass hashtag, but there's so many shoes that I'm just like, you know, me and Clark Kent go back and forth about this all the time. Like, damn, I love this shoe. Like, I love, you know, Dunks so much, and I love the way they look, and I love everything about them, but I can't rock Dunks anymore for whatever reason. And there's so many shoes like that, like, you know, the recent Hirachis that came out, the Carnivore, is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Carnivore Hirachis. Like, man, I love those shoes. I went to Nike Lab, checked them out, held them in my hand, and I was like, I love these, but I was like, hold up. Like, the alarm went off. I was like, I can't wear these shoes. Like, I am too old. I can't pull these off with the laces exposed and the strap undone. Like, I'm not gonna do that, you know? So I put them down, I respect them for what they are, and I kept them moving. So I'm much more discerning now about the shoes that I rock.
What are your thoughts on the term Hypebeast?
The term Hypebeast probably gets a negative rap right now. And I think it's a testament to the website, because what Kevin has created is incredible, because he's able to turn his brand into a common adjective that people use to describe each other. So I think the website is amazing. It's dope for what they do. But I think the term a Hypebeast is kind of negative because it connotes someone who doesn't actually have an opinion or a taste of their own or aesthetic. They're just buying what the Hypebeast blog and what, you know, complexes of the world and all the blogs are saying to buy. They just go out there and cop it, not really knowing the story behind each one or the lineage, meaning like this shoe came about because of this shoe, that shoe, and this shoe, and you don't even know who designed these shoes, and now you're just waiting 4 days in line to cop this, or spending 4 times the money to get it. And you're kind of fucking it up for everyone else because of the fact that you will pay quadruple the price for it. You're now allowing that market to thrive. You know, it's kind of like gentrification on real estate. You know, like you're ruining it for everyone who has been there since day one, and now you come in and are ready to pay whatever. You're sort of ruining it for everyone else who's actually a fan of the shoe, you know. So to me, that's what a Hypebeast is.
Do you miss those days actually being able to walk into the store, seeing a pair that you really like, then walk up to the store rep and be like, hey, do you got an extra one back there for me?
Hell yeah, all the time. And I still, to this day, I'll walk through malls and go to Foot Lockers and stuff and try to replicate that feeling. But it's not there anymore because like it's too orchestrated. Like the whole thing, top to bottom, from the brand to the tier 0 accounts, to the Foot Lockers, to the factory outlets, like even the shit that is in factory outlets is made for the factory outlets now. Like they cut it for the factory outlet. So it's no longer like, oh, Foot Locker didn't sell this, so it's going to the factory outlet, like I could score a pair. Like no, everything is orchestrated now, so that what you're seeing on the wall is completely curated and, you know, decided for you what you're gonna see. You're almost never gonna find a gem anymore. Like, damn, how did that make it into this wall? You know, where that just 5-6 years ago, that was like a real possibility where like some ill fire shit could sneak into a factory outlet.
I think those days are long gone, man.
Yeah, it is. Especially with the releases now, like limited edition releases.
Do you think Nike's purposely oversaturating the sneaker market right now?
With limited editions?
Not necessarily just limited editions.
Just all shoes
Just in general, yeah.
No, I don't. I think oversaturating is the wrong term. I think they're like, you know, the board game Monopoly? Mm-hmm. Like, they own every property except Baltic Avenue. They're building houses and condos on every single property. So it looks like it's oversaturation, but they actually own that much real estate. Like, if you go to a Foot Locker and you look at the way any shoe store is built, it's like slats on a shelf, right? There's slots on a wall. And the store can only buy that number of slottage, right? You can't just buy millions of shoes. You got to buy what will fit on the wall. And if you look at any sneaker store now, Nike occupies 90% of that wall. You know, so they're not really oversaturating, they're fulfilling the current demand. And I think it's hard if you are like, man, if you're like a Ransom or like a Clay, like, I mean, pretty much every small footwear brand is fighting for like 2 slots on a wall in a sneaker store, you know, so it's really, really tough. But, you know, that's just a sign of the times right now. Nike's killing it. Nike and Jordan together are killing it. Sixth grade is when Jordan 3 came out. And even, I mean, I was buying the Jordan 1s, and even before that I was buying the Bo Jacksons and the McEnroe trainers, the Revolutions.
I mean, I had one guy offer me like 100, you know what I mean, for like everything I own. And I was just like, wow, that's nice. But, and it's a nice number, but I don't know. I mean, I just can't